Hi guys, Candy Toy Box here. Today I wanted to tell you about how I found the rave scene. And I would love if you guys shared your stories of how you found candy or raves in the comments. So I want to give you a little backstory. In 98 and 99, I was already wearing like fat pants and flannel and like jelly bracelets. And I hung out with like the stoner kids. Here's a picture. I'm wearing flannel, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm wearing a ball chain necklace, which this is the same one I'm wearing in that photo. I can't believe I still have it. I'm going to try to clean it and see if it's wearable, but this is a fun throwback. This is me before raves, stoner chick, hanging out with the skateboarders. Well, I guess I'll leave that there for a minute so you can look at it. My best friend at the time, Emily, her older sister went to raves and her boyfriend was a drum and bass DJ. Now, where I was living, which was taken, this picture was taken at the house that I lived at, on the street, I had ravers on both sides of the street, and one of them was a booty house DJ. And I actually went to house parties before I went to my first rave. So I was kind of like already surrounded by the culture. In 2000, my friend Emily and my friend Erica, this is us in high school at lunch, and we sat at this table every day. So this was, after we had already went to a party because we're wearing candy. But they came into school and they told me that they went to a rave and that they were gonna go back, and they invited me to go. And of course I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go. But we went. So it was the three of us, and then this is Chad and Joe. So they took Emily and Erica to their first party, and then they took all of us to my first party. And I always think, like, looking back, like, it was, like, meant to be because of all these factors before I went. Like, so it's pretty cool. And also, I, like, fell in love with parties instantly. I was already wearing, these jelly bracelets. So when I went to my first party, I traded these for candy. But I wasn't the only one because these were popular. So, there was a lot of candy kids that wore these too. Well, that's my little backstory. And now we're going to make a vintage candy that I have. So I'm going to clear this and then we'll get started on the tutorial. This is the old piece of candy that we're going to recreate. And I must have made this in 2001. I can always tell by the string because I used like the thinnest elastic. That's why I never recommend that string. I've thought about, should I restring this? I don't know. But it's like hanging on by a thread. It's really loose. And it's shocking when I go through my candy and I find pieces that I made because I really gave everything away. So I was shocked to find this. And I want to talk about these beads a little bit. These beads on here, Joanne Fabrics used to have this thing called Bucket O beads. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. But it had the best beads in it, and I'll show you because they're all in this box. But these are all from that bead kit. And these charms came from a Lisa Frank bead kit that they used to sell at Rite Aid. And there was a few different versions of it. I loved that freaking bead kit so much. My mom worked for Rite Aid, so I just accidentally found it in there. But those were my two favorites. That bucket from Joann's and then the Lisa Frank kits, because they always came with these like fun charms. And these aren't even the coolest ones, because I remember they had like ice cream cones and different animal shapes. I know I probably have some in my collection. But these are the vintage beads. I know that you can still get these beads today. The beadery makes them. But these are from the actual bucket that I got. And they used to come all mixed together, and then I would try to organize them. And they also came with those really big chunky beads, if you know what I'm talking about, in these colors. And I really liked it because it had these unique colors. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but it's not your typical blue. But yeah, this is what all those look like. Now, I know you can find these buttons at a few different craft stores, or if you just look online. I mean, really, you can get anything online these days. And these charms, I'm pretty sure I got these from Joann's. It came in a mixed pack, and it had these like cute little animals with it. I'm not sure if they carry that anymore, but you can find these charms online. I know I've seen them on Etsy. Okay, so what I did was I have a string about the size of your wrist, but you want to double it up. And I always leave a little extra just in case. I'd rather have too much string than not enough. Gonna get some beads. I should have had these ready. Okay, I'm gonna gather these and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, I have all my beads out here. Now, some of these I didn't have enough, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I still have these guys, and then some of these. Is that focusing? We're going to start with putting 2 pink on. Wait, take that back. We're going to do red, pink, red, pink, orange. And if you don't have these beads, you can, substitute them for anything. That'll just make it more special. Now blue. Oopsie. Purple. Okay, that's what it looks like so far. Now I'm going to put, this one has one glow-in-the-dark star, so I'm going to add one of those with both strings going through. And then we're going to repeat that. Here, let me bring this down a little bit. We're going to repeat this same pattern again. So red, pink. And purple. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to do this a little different. It looks like originally I tied those on, but I don't think that's necessary. I think if I put one of these mini pony beads on here, I can just clip the charm on there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a red button. And these are mini pony beads I have back here. And I'm going to add one on each side. The next color we're going to do is orange. I'm going to put a mini pony bead on both sides. Yellow. Mini pony bead on both sides. Blue. I don't know what's going on with this angle today. We're going to add a mini pony bead, both sides. Purple. And then now we're back to red. And of course you can do any type of beads or colors that you have on hand. Okay. That's what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is just take my string and go under that and then pull these and tie it. And it's so crazy because something like this would have blown someone away just because Kandi wasn't as crazy back then. Okay, now we need to add the charms. Maybe I will just clip them in there. I was going to attach it to the bead, but I want them to go this direction instead of sideways. And I'm just going to go back and forth. So I put the pink one on this side. I'm going to put an orange on this side. Yellow on the other side. So just go back and forth. I think that's fun. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you next time.